3, 2, 1, mark. 6 minutes, green flag.
We are inside 6 minutes to the start of our American Dumpster H1 Unlimited Heat 1A. We are going to have 4 H1 Unlimited hydroplanes coming out onto the race course here for our Heat 1A. The field will look like this. The U91, the black and gold, Miss Goodman Real Estate. Goodman Real Estate will be driven by Jeff Bernard. He'll be joined by a good friend of his, J. Michael Kelly. He is our defending Lake Guntersville champion. He'll be driving the silver and bright orange Miss Tri-Cities, the U8. He's also going to have teammate Corey Peabody driving the U9, the other silver boat, the Lynx Healthcare. That's Corey Peabody in the 9. And rounding out the field, Jeff Ayler, this one should be fun. A lot of orange on the U40, the Beacon Plumbing, Dave Vilwalk. So it's Bernard, J. Michael, Corey Peabody, and Dave Vilwalk. This could be fun.
It's going to be fun. Great way to kick off the 2022 H1 Unlimited Hydroplane season, and better yet, it's for the APBA Gold Cup, the 112th running, the oldest active motorsports trophy in the world.
In the world, that's it, and it's standing right behind us. And good news, we've got 4 boats set to answer the bell. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 rooster tails coming across. And I can tell you right now, the Beacon Plumbing and Dave Vilwalk, they've already had a better day here on day 1 than they had a year ago. They had a very difficult time answering the bell, but they are here. Jeff, we are going to go 3 times around this 2.5-mile oval. Looking at the clock, we're coming up on 4 minutes and 10 seconds until the start. Again, it's the 91 black and gold. It's the U8 silver and orange. It's the U9 dominant silver and the U40 pretty much all orange. And Dave Vilwalk is the first boat coming across start-finish, predominantly orange trimmed in black. U40 Beacon Plumbing.
Unlike our first 2 heats for our fans along the shoreline, it was assigned lanes, clock start. Now the big guys fight for lanes, clock start. The milling period is very important to position yourself to get to these start-finish line buoys when the clock strikes 0. Brad, if you jump the gun in H1 Unlimited, that is a 1-lap penalty. Boy, Vilwalk in the milling period right now is by himself. The other 3 drivers seem to be keen on each other.
Yeah, the other 3 drivers down there at the bottom of the race course, nobody can really move. See if J. Michael Kelly on the inside doesn't make a left-hand turn here somewhere. Now he's going to put his foot in it, and J. Mike's going to pull ahead, but see if he doesn't make a left-hand turn at the top and maybe come across the race course and get away from those other 2 guys.
And also, too, the 2 silver boats are teammates, J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities, Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. Now, Bernard is pulled away from him, so Brad, would the teammate drivers try to key on each other and decide how to get to this start-finish line buoy at full tilt at 0?
Yeah, we're never going to know exactly what they're thinking right now, and the 2 teammates are very close together up there. The 2 silver boats, the boat on the outside, look at Dave Vilwalk across the course at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Now he's out in front of the field talking about the 2 boats that are behind everybody, the 2 silver boats. On the outside is the U9, that's Corey Peabody, the Lynx Healthcare inside, and coming on hard is the U9, or the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities. The difference, and you can see it right there, is the orange on the fairings, the vertical uprights on the U8. They are silver on the U9. Boats are down to the lower end of the race course, and we're cutting the race course again. Dave went all the way down. Well, we had 2 cutters that are going to get in front of him right now.
Boy, both Bernard and Kelly cut through the GP Pro Light course, and now Bernard, 2 minutes. 2 minutes until American Dumpster Unlimited 1A here at the 2022 Lake Guntersville Hydro Fest. It's the APBA Gold Cup for the H1.
Here comes Dave.
Cutting through.
Here comes Dave cutting through. Sorry to jump on you there, but that's a big move, and I think his timing is okay. I have some unofficial marks on this race course. We'll leave that to the professionals, but I think Dave is all right. He wants to be down at that lower corner at some point after a minute 30. And right now he's at 125.
So Vilwalk, Brad, I think he will go clear down to turn number 1. Peabody's in a position he'll have to do the same. Now Kelly, what's his position? Will he cut? Will he go down? Bernard has a wonderful opportunity to cut.
There he goes. J. Michael Kelly is going to cut the course. Is he too early? Now Vilwalk's going to come off the corner down there and see a rooster tail in front of him. His spotter will say that is J. Michael Kelly. Now looking at the watch, we're inside 1 minute, but J. Michael Kelly out front cannot drop below 80 miles an hour. This is where that rule comes into play. We'll watch him up the backstretch. The Miss Tri-Cities, the U8 is on the inside. He is out front. The Beacon Plumbing with Dave Vilwalk is in second place. Then it is Corey Peabody driving the U9, the Lynx Healthcare, and trailing the field and coming up strong with a lot of boat speed, Jeff Bernard in the 91, the Goodman Real Estate. Top end of the race course, 30 seconds until our start. Come on, Jeff. Oh, he'll pick it up. He may come with an awful lot of boat speed. Now, Jeff Haler was talking about 16, 15, 13 seconds off that pin. We are at 17 seconds right now. It's getting to about time to put your foot on the gas. This is going to be close. Jeff, bring him to the line. The first heat of Unlimiteds.
Guntersville, buckle up. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing American Dumpster Unlimited Heat 1A. Corey Peabody leads them across the line in the Lynx Healthcare in lane number 3. We look to our right, Peabody there first. Peabody, your leader. Vilwalk is there in second. Peabody, Vilwalk, side by side off the turn.
Just like that, we're coming out with side-by-side racing here in Heat 1A, and it is Corey Peabody. Lynx Healthcare got him by a boat length, maybe a boat length and a half. Vilwalk's not gonna go away. J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities is in third, and then it's Bernard knocking on the door, and the Goodman Real Estate in fourth. Top end of the race course. We've got to leave room in there for Dave Vilwalk. Although Dave Vilwalk has control of the course, there's Corey Peabody. Jeff off the top end of the race course. Great racing here in our Heat 1A.
Beautiful deck-to-deck dueling American Dumpster Unlimited 1A. Vilwalk on the inside at 68 years of age, driving like a 28-year-old. Your official leader after lap number 1 is Corey Peabody. Lynx Healthcare, Vilwalk in second, Beacon Plumbing, deck-to-deck racing for third. Kelly to the inside, Bernard to the outside. Back into turn number 1 to begin the H1 season. Vilwalk at 68 years of age is in front, but Peabody is there.
Peabody is right there as they come off the exit pin. Now we talk about that acceleration off that pin, and Dave seems to have it. Looks like one boat. Trust me, Corey is right there. He's knocking on the door right with him. We've got another deck-to-deck duel going on up the backstretch. Jeff Bernard's got about 2 boat lengths on J. Michael Kelly driving to Miss Tri-Cities. The Goodman Real Estate is out front by 2 boat lengths, but top end of the race course, Beacon Plumbing, the 68-year-old superstar Dave Vilwalk slides out to about lane number 3. Still got Corey sitting right on his hip, Jeff.
Little hip check by Dave Vilwalk. Look legal from our vantage point. We will come down to get the white flag. Hopefully, yes, white flag is displayed. 2 complete, 1 to go, and now Vilwalk extends it out. Oh, and Peabody flew the Lynx Healthcare back in second. Now J. Michael Kelly has moved into third, and Miss Tri-Cities, Jeff Bernard fourth, and Miss Goodman Real Estate, Brad off the turn. Can Vilwalk hang on to get 400 points?
It looks like he may be able to do it. He's got about a full rooster tail, but Corey doesn't want to go away. Beacon Plumbing U40. Dave Vilwalk showing the dominance of that bright orange boat with the black trim and the dominance and the importance of the inside lane. Corey still hanging right with him, but it's about a rooster tail difference. This race for third is not over. Miss Tri-Cities with J. Michael Kelly and the Goodman Real Estate with Jeff Bernard got their own duel going. Now Dave Vilwalk has opened up more water on Corey Peabody. I think Corey lets him go. Checkered flag should fly. Jeff, bring him home.
68 years of age, 67 career wins, 10 Gold Cups. The checkered flag is out. Dave Vilwalk is your winner of American Dumpster Unlimited 1A here at Lake Guntersville. Second place will go to Corey Peabody and the U9 Lynx Healthcare. J. Michael Kelly fought and battled for that third place position, gained superiority halfway through it. Third place to J. Michael Kelly in U8 Miss Tri-Cities. Jeff Bernard, I'm sure he'll be disappointed, Brad. Not the best start that Jeff Bernard could have got, but they did score and will get 169 points in fourth. And last year's Gold Cup winning Hull, the Miss Goodman Real Estate. Guntersville, the Gold Cup is underway. What you think?
Oh, we got maybe
We might have a development.
We got some rumblings going on here on the radio. Not driving on the outside of Dave Villwock, because our officials right now are in the process of verifying whether or not we have a new course record here that was set by Villwock. They're looking at some tape, and either way, whether he did or not, he was running really fast outside of Dave Villwock.
And Brad, while you stepped away, they're rechecking, but right now it appears he was just a touch short of that, but they will go back and recalculate and retime to see if that record was set as we're approaching the 5-minute period. And the first miscue of Gold Cup weekend 2022 goes to Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Could have had 300 points. Penalty takes them down to 169. But, Brad, you're right. They did score. They would rather have the 300, but they'll take what they got.
We got boats on the water. Jimmy Shane is away from the dock, and the U1, the Miss Home Street. We've got him on our monitor here, and we can look across and see him. Here comes Jamie Nielsen right behind him. So we've got 2 of our 3 boats coming out across the lake from the pit area. Let's go racing again. It is our H1 Unlimited Heat 1B presented by American Dumpster. And we got 3 boats. It's always fun. Let's do it again, Jeff.
Should be fun. And, Brad, this will be the first time for our fans here at Lake Guntersville. The turbocharged Allison racer leaving the dock, Jimmy Shane, the last piston-powered boat in the sport, will make an appearance in 1B.
Yep, and they are away from the dock. We've got all 3 boats up and running away, so that's a good thing. It'll be the U11, the Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen, the U1, the Miss Home Street, Jimmy Shane, and our third-place finisher, our third boat in the heat, the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware, Jimmy King, the U3, the Terminator, first boat across the start-finish line here. Can't miss that one, Jeff, powder blue and white. It is the Miss Home Street. Turned some mighty quick laps yesterday, but that was yesterday, and he didn't get any points for that. We need points now. He'd love to see 400 points and get a good start on that national high points race. You did talk about Corey Peabody, and I know you don't have a microphone, so this is great. I can ask you all kinds of questions you can't answer. We're getting some new batteries in Jeff's equipment here, but I think these guys as racers will tell you that if you're going to have a bad heat in the Gold Cup, make it the first one, don't make it the last one.
You do want it in the first one, but you hate to start that way, but it is better the first heat and then figure out how the sequence will go on 2, 3, and 4.
And I'm sure if you talked to Corey Peabody last year, here comes the Terminator across start-finish line with 3 minutes. Coming up on 3 minutes until the start. Looking good. Griggs presents Ace Hardware, and there was some question, Jeff, about that when they were out and ran earlier this morning. The boat went down in the water and had to receive a tow back to the pit area. Apparently it was nothing terribly major, or at least anything that has been reported. The boat is back out on the water looking good.
Important 3-boat heat coming up here in American Dumpster. Unlimited 1B. Approaching the 2-minute and 30-second mark. Brad, definitely on paper, the Home Street blue and white, the favorite with Jimmy Shane, but you don't run them on paper, you run them on the water. Now, this battle here between these 2 boats for 300 points could be very exciting depending on how the lanes shake up and sort out. So Jamie Nielsen up in turn number 2 first in the Miss Colleen, followed by Jimmy King, and the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware as we're approaching the 2-minute mark. And right now, Brad, Jimmy Shane, I think everybody's in ideal positioning.
I was waiting. I was keeping an eye on Jimmy to see if he didn't come across, and here he comes, and he's going to park that thing in 1 if he wants it. It's early in the weekend, as we say all the time, Jeff. You can't win the Gold Cup in the first heat of the day, but you can sure as heck lose it. Don't do anything silly. Get your points. You do not want to be down at the entrance pin to that lower corner. This is my unofficial timing at 1:30. We're at 1:33 right now, so I think all of them are in pretty good shape. And it looks like Jamie Nielsen is on the inside of Jimmy King and the piston-powered Terminator.
And, Brad, I thought all 3 would go down, so Shane will lead them down into turn number 1, followed by Nielsen and King in the piston-powered Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. Approaching the 1-minute period for American Dumpster Unlimited Heat 1B. Brad Luce, 1 minute has come. It's expired. We're under 1 minute. Set these lanes for 1B.
Well, coming out of the corner there and up the back chute with, as you say, inside of 1 minute. We're at 50 seconds in lane 1 on the inside. That's the powder blue and white, the Miss Home Street, driven by Jimmy Shane. Then it looks like it'll be Jamie Nielsen in lane 2, driving the chartreuse and royal blue, Miss Colleen. And then on the outside, it's the Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware. This could be a dandy start. The boats are starting to score up very well. Looking at the watch, inside 30 seconds. I'll take them to the exit pin, Jeff, then you bring them down. Nielsen starts to accelerate on the outside. He's bringing King with him. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Now they're going to fan out and come down. 16 seconds on my watch, Jeff. Looks good. Bring them down.
I think they'll be fine. Shane in 1, Nielsen in 2, King in 3, Guntersville. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and we're racing in American Dumpster Unlimited 1B. Jimmy King leads him officially across the line in lane number 3 in the Turbinator. We'll look to the inside, and Jimmy Shane takes the lead in Miss Home Street. King in 2nd, Nielsen in 3rd, Brad, Shane in front, King battling in 2nd.
Yeah, King's coming hard in 2nd place, and look at Nielsen in between boats. He's almost dead even with Jimmy King as they come down the backstretch. The start is good. We called again. Look at the speed from Jimmy King in that piston-powered boat. He's actually moving away from Nielsen in 2nd place. He's got his sights on that blue boat. That is a tall order, but the 3 of them are all at the top end of the race course together. Oh, and Nielsen got wet in there a little bit. He dropped back, but it's Shane coming off the corner with the lead, Jeff.
Jimmy Shane, your leader. You won Miss Home Street, making a rooster tail and a half over the Turbinator. Lap number 1 complete, 2 to go. Miss Home Street comfortably in front. But here's that thunder that the Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware in 2nd. Jamie Nielsen 3rd, Miss Colleen. All 3 approaching turn number 1. Jimmy Shane remaining on the buoy row in Miss Home Street. King continues to chase, and Brady's cut into the deficit some, exiting the turn.
Yeah, he really has. He's into the rooster tail there. Keep an eye on Nielsen. He's not out of this yet because he's on that inside track. Jimmy King with the Turbinator trying to run down Jimmy Shane up the backstretch. Halfway up there, he's in the rooster tail. It is Jimmy Shane driving a Home Street. Then it is Jimmy King in the Griggs Presents the Ace Hardware. They're at the top end of the course, entrance pin at the top end. This is lap number 2. They will come down and pick up the white flag with 1 to go. I'll tell you what, Jeff Ayler, King is not going away.
Shane's lead is evaporating. The Turbinator has come to play at the Gold Cup. We will receive the white flag. And now it's down to a full rooster tail. White flag displayed here in American Dumpster Unlimited 1B. And now Jimmy Shane's lead is down to 10 boat lengths. Jimmy King still chasing in 2nd. And Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware. Jamie Nielsen remains in 3rd, and Miss Colleen in turn number 1. Shane shorter way around on the buoy rows, and here comes the Turbinator.
Jimmy King does not want to let him go. This is the white flag lap. That means the checkers are waiting for him. Jimmy Shane has got a right side rear view mirror that is full of red piston power. It's the Home Street with the lead up the backstretch. Griggs Ace Hardware, 2nd place. He's only about 5, maybe 6 boat lengths back. This is going to be a charge. If King's got anything left, he might surprise Jimmy Shane. I think he surprised all of us with the boat speed he's showing. Top end of the race course. They're going to come off the corner and run down for the checkered flag. Where's Jimmy? There he is. He's right there on the outside. Jeff, bring him down.
All right, Guntersville, does the Turbinator have it? Time running out. Jimmy Shane sees the checkered flag waving. Jimmy Shane wins it. Unlimited 1B, brought to you by American Dumpster. Jimmy King was 2nd in the Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware, and Jamie Nielsen will come across the start-finish line buoy in the 3rd position in Miss Colleen. Brad, our knowledgeable fans here in Guntersville, I think they've got a new boat. They like the Turbinator.
Yes, Guntersville, what do you think of piston power? He can make that thing roll. That was some kind of fun. Oh, my God. Can we just fuel them up and run them again?
As the heat went on, could you hear the crowd noise?
Yeah.
It was getting louder and louder and louder, rooting on that World War II aircraft engine. They like that big red boat.
I think they do, and I thought at first maybe they were cheering Jimmy Shane and that U1 Home Street, and there's a lot of fans here for that Home Street hydroplane, but you're correct. They were building momentum in that red Terminator. Oh, Charlie Grigg up in the Tri-Cities of Washington, sitting on the Columbia River over there at the Richland Regatta. Your boat you're sponsored is running like a rocket.
Green flag!
6 minutes. Green flag on the course.
Rooster Tail rises from the pit area. We are 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited Heat 2A. Brad Luce, it's a 4-boat 2A. Let's check our lineup.
First boat of the 4 that is going to answer the bell in Heat 2A, presented by Marshall County Tourism and Sports. The U8, the Miss Tri-Cities, driven by defending Guntersville champion J. Michael Kelly. Going to be joined out there by the red Terminator. Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. That's the U3, Jimmy King behind the wheel. Then he's going to get joined by the U91. That's the black and gold Goodman Real Estate. Jeff Bernard handles the driving chores in that one. And if that wasn't enough for you, how about the U40, the orange and black Beacon Plumbing, Dave Vilwalk. Jeff Ayler, we got the 8, the 3, the 91, and the 40, or if you like it this way, Kelly, King, Bernard, Vilwalk.
Should be a good lineup here in Marshall County Tourism and Sports. Unlimited 2A, Vilwalk entering turn number 1. Jeff Bernard in the gold and black Miss Goodman Real Estate. The silver boat with the fluorescent orange to the back on the wing, that's the Miss Tri-Cities. And Brad, the boat entering turn number 2 is the turbocharged Allison. Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware with Jimmy King, otherwise known as the Turbinator.
When the boats went down to the lower end of the race course last time, our leader going down there was the 40 and Dave Vilwalk. When he got to the exit pin and looked ahead of him, he saw a rooster tail. That would have been Jeff Bernard, who cut the race course at the lower end. That's Bernard up there at the entrance pin. Oh, and Dave says, I'll just return the favor. Thank you very much. Here comes Dave Vilwalk coming across the race course in what has become over the years a signature move for the young man who's got more wins than anybody in H1 Unlimited Racing.
67 career wins for Dave Vilwalk, 10 APBA Gold Cups, looking for number 11 tomorrow afternoon to tie Chip Hanauer. So Jimmy King in turn 1. Vilwalk cuts through the infield once again. Brad, will Kelly follow?
He's going to go all the way down. J. Mike is going to go all the way down to the lower end of the race course. Looks like Bernard is going to cut the course. He's going to go front to back, head over to the backside. So now the last boat going up the backstretch there is J. Michael Kelly. First up the backstretch is Beacon Plumbing. That is Dave Vilwalk. Behind him, the Turbinator. The Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. And this is vintage Vilwalk. That is 3 times in a row he has cut the race course. The second boat now going up the backstretch and cutting the race course again. Jeff Bernard and Kelly is the only boat left on the backstretch right now. So there's a lot of games being played right now. You don't want to show your best start procedure this early in the weekend, but these guys are doing some maneuvering.
2:20 until the start, 2:20. Vilwalk elected to go down into turn number 1. Now Bernard cuts through the infield, turn number 1 of the smaller course. Here's the Turbinator. Jimmy King right here in front of us, about 500 feet to the start-finish line buoy. And behind him is J. Michael Kelly. Brad, 2 minutes. This 5-minute warm-up period seems like it's taken forever. There are still games names to decide and lanes to decide.
Yeah, there's lanes to decide. Look at J. Michael Kelly. He's turning hard left, hard right, hard left, hard right. He's trying to scruff off time. He wants to go all the way down to the bottom end of the race course. That's what he's going to do. And we're looking at a clock. Oh, he's early, Jeff. He is early. 1:40 until the start. Now, here comes the rest of the crew behind him. Dave comes smoking down here. Dave's going to go down there behind Kelly. Kelly, remember, has got to stay over 80 miles an hour. He's going to go way wide down there. Now, as you said, keep an eye on Jeff Bernard. Jeff, is it possible he cuts the race course here?
It's going to be tight.
I don't know. He's not. He's going to go all the way. King might cut the course here. He might be in pretty good position to do it, but he's not going to. He, too, is going to go all the way down.
I think it's going to be an erratic start, Brad. We'll see how this gamesmanship plays out. Kelly, no doubt, early.
Yeah, Kelly's very early. Still got 52 seconds, and he's already past the halfway mark of the backstretch. Sometimes, Jeff Ayler, you can overpay for that inside lane, and it can cost you dearly. Look at King on the outside. We've seen him do this many times before. Bring a ton of boat speed and come up hard behind everybody. Those two boats trailing the field, I think they're in pretty good shape. 30 seconds until our start. Kelly, I think, is going to be in lane one unless he goes wide to scruff off speed. Then it's going to be Dave Villwock up there. Then our other two boats are going to get up there, the Turbinator and Jeff Bernard. They're coming off the clock. 15 seconds, Jeff. Bring him down.
Thank you, Brad. Kelly, no doubt, early on the clock, and Villwock coming by. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, it appears to be a clean start. We're racing in Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A. The boats to the outside had the best start, but we'll see who has the best real estate to the inside in turn number one. Getting there first, that's Jeff Bernard, your leader. Villwock in second, Kelly in third, and it's a triple-decker.
Oh, boy, coming off the backstretch, it's Bernard on the outside. It is Dave Villwock into Beacon Plumbing. He is on the inside of Bernard. Giving ground is J. Michael Kelly in lane one. This is going to be a race out front between the two leaders, Jeff Bernard and the Goodman Real Estate. Here comes Super Dave. Super Dave is closed up on him as they get to the entrance pin of the corner. He's on the inside. Bernard's going to try and keep the speed up on him. There you see. Now he can hold Dave in tight. Gonna get real close up there, but plenty of lane space. And the Turbinator is in this mix as well, Jeff.
Beautiful dueling here, side by side. A possible one-lap penalty will clarify through the race, but physically, Dave Villwock leads it by 3 boat lengths over Jeff Bernard and Goodman Real Estate. Jimmy King in third. Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. J. Michael Kelly trails at the top 2 in turn number 1, working lap number 2. Villwock on the inside. Bernard is there. Brad, the 68-year-old, driving like a 28-year-old in front.
And he's got a youngster behind him on the outside. His rearview mirrors are full of black and gold of Jeff Bernard and the Goodman Real Estate. Now, all of a sudden, J. Michael Kelly is starting to make some noise in fourth place. He's got his eyes set on Jimmy King. He's running in some sloppy water back there, Jeff, but he is on the inside of the Turbinator. We'll keep an eye on that one. Have you got word of a possible penalty?
Getting word on a possible infraction. We'll go ahead with the physical run. We'll watch the flags. Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A. White flag is displayed for Dave Villwock. He'll accept it in the Miss Beacon Plumbing, walking it side to side. A Rooster Tail advantage over Jeff Bernard in second in Miss Goodman Real Estate. Jimmy King in third, and Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware, but Brad, J. Michael Kelly sneaking up the inside wake of the Turbinator. Villwock in front, the race is for third.
Down at the lower end of the race course, we'll keep an eye on that race back there for third. Where did Kelly go? Kelly went outside, and Kelly is down. J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities is down at the lower end of the race course. Now our boats are spread out. Dave Villwock in the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. He is up the backstretch physically on the water. It is our leader. We're going to keep an ear to the official radio here. What do you got, Jeff?
We're going to have possibility of 2 boats with a 1-lap penalty. Brad will watch the flags. Fans along the shoreline, stand with us. Fans at home watching, stand with us. White flag is displayed White flag. Dave Vilwalk has been issued a one-lap penalty in the Beacon Plumbing. Here's your winner of the Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A, Jeff Bernard. And I think we got a one-lap penalty on the Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware. So J. Michael Kelly will get second in the Miss Tri-Cities, a violation that we've not been told of, but one-lap penalties on Vilwalk and King.
Yeah, the two of them are still running hard on an extra lap. We're being told that is a possible penalty. And what the officials are doing now, as J. Michael Kelly comes across, they gave J. Mike the white flag. Not quite sure on that one. We haven't heard anything about that. But at the top end of the race course, Dave Vilwalk, what the officials are doing here is they are allowing them to run an extra lap in case they prove that there is an infraction. What do you got, Jeff?
For our fans along the shoreline and listening and watching at home, we went by the flags. We're being told possible one-lap penalties will have to go to the review stand after Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A. Write them down in pencil. Vilwalk will get third in the Beacon Plumbing, and Jimmy King will get fourth in the Turbinator. We're at 6:05. 6 minutes. 6 minutes until the start. Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited Heat 2B will be a 3.
Don't allow them out, but the officials don't allow the boats on the water until the 5-minute mark. They let them come out at the 6-minute mark just because the pit area is so far across the lake.
Unique setup with that pit area about 1 3/4 mile away from the start-finish line here, as some of our boats are actually all three have left the pit dock. We are coming up on 4 minutes and 40 seconds until the start. Brad Luce, let's ID the participants coming up here in Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B.
Let's start with the U11, the Miss Colleen, boat owned by Scott and Shannon Rainey out of Cle Elum, Washington. That's in the central part of the state. It is driven by Jamie Nielsen. Joining him out on the race course for this particular heat will be the boat owned by the city of Madison, Indiana. It is the U1, the Miss Home Street. Jimmy Shane will handle the driving duties. He's had a good weekend so far. Picked up 400 points in his first heat. And right behind him is the U9, the Lynx Healthcare, driven by Corey Peabody. They've looked very good this weekend. There's a sleeper floating around this place. It's that Lynx Healthcare and Corey Peabody. Quick word about Lynx Healthcare, a brand new sponsor on the H1 Unlimited Tour. They have climbed on board with Daryl and Vanessa Strong and the Strong Racing Stable. We welcome Lynx Healthcare to H1 Unlimited Racing. Jeff Ayler, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 3:30.
Thank you, Brad. Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B, Jamie Nielsen by the start-finish line buoy. And Miss Colleen cutting through, Corey Peabody, Lynx Healthcare. Jimmy Shane electing to go on up into turn number 2. In the U1, Miss Home Street, campaigned by Miss Madison Racing. So, Brad, it's our final heat of the afternoon. We're 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the start. Strategy, Shane again with the blind draw. Comes out perfect here for him and the Miss Madison team. And 2B, they drew another good one. But we'll see who wants those second place points. But Shane could get a challenge from Peabody in Lynx Healthcare if Corey could get on the inside of this boat right here at the start-finish line buoy.
I think that's the case. If Corey Peabody can get the U9 Lynx Healthcare on the inside of Jimmy Shane, he could cause some problems for Mr. Shane. Trust me, it's not just that he needs to be inside Jimmy Shane. If anybody's on the outside of Jimmy Shane, you're going to have your hands full trying to drive around him. That boat just is that fast. Coming up on 2:10 until the start, but I've really liked the U9 Lynx Healthcare. So far, the past 2 days, the boats run real well. Corey Peabody, he's a good shoe. He knows how to handle things. And we talked about it earlier, Jeff. Don't forget Jamie Nielsen. You open the door, he's going to put that chartreuse in royal blue, Miss Colleen, in lane 1.
He likes lane 1. That's where he's at right now in the milling period, the start sequence.
They're early, Jeff. They're early again. We're looking at 140 to get down there. I think they'll be okay. But if Nielsen wants lane one, he's going to have to keep it under, or keep it over 80 miles an hour, and he's at the entrance pin to the corner about now, 125. That's going to be close.
So we are 1 minute 20 seconds away from Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited Heat 2B. Jamie Nielsen, the first boat in turn number one, and Miss Colleen, followed by Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. And right now in the sequence, it looks like Jimmy Shane will have to go to lane number 3 in the Miss Home Street. The 1 minute gun has come and gone, 55 seconds away. Brad Luce set these lanes. They need to be established prior to the entrance pin of turn 2.
Yeah, and the way they're going up the backstretch right now, Jamie Nielsen, we said if he had the opportunity, he's not afraid and not shy to stick that chartreuse and royal blue Miss Colleen in that inside lane. That's where he is. Then following up behind him is Corey Peabody driving the Lynx Healthcare, the U9. Watch for Jimmy Shane to light up the home street and come wide with just a whole bunch of boat speed. Looking at the watch, we've still got 22 seconds to kill. Jamie Nielsen is just about to the exit pin. He's going to stay in that inside lane. We're inside 15 seconds. Jeff, bring him down.
By the timing marks, this looks good coming to the line. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. We're racing at Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited Heat 2B. Jamie Nielsen was there first in the Miss Colleen. 3 unlimited hydroplanes in the turn. The start is under review. It will involve the 11. Jamie Nielsen, your leader off the corner, but Brad Peabody and Shane is hidden.
Boy, Peabody and Shane are on the outside. There goes Jimmy Shane on the outside. You on the home straight. Look at the powder blue rocket. And look at Corey Peabody. Corey Peabody also gets past Jamie Nielsen. Now, Corey Peabody is on the inside of Jimmy Shane. That may be our boat race. Top end of the race course, Shane got to leave 2 lanes open in there. I'm sure he'll drive him clean. This is where Peabody can make up some ground. Look how wide Jimmy Shane drove him, staying very, very clean. Jeff, come down to boat 1 in the book.
Beautiful sight. Turn number 2 on lap number 1. Shane is powered on the outside. 1 complete, 2 to go. Shane leads it in Miss Home Street. Make it a 3/4 rooster tail advantage over Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Jamie Nielsen in third in the Miss Colleen. We're getting word once again in this heat of a possible 1-lap penalty on a participant. Shane comfortably in front.
He is comfortably in front, but Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare does not want to go. The 11 has jumped the gun. He has also dropped down at the lower end of the race course. The 11's out of it. Corey Peabody now looking at a tall order, even though he is on the inside of Jimmy Shane. I don't know that he's going to be able to run him down. Shane is sending a message up and down pit road, Jeff Ayler. I can put this thing on the outside, and you still can't beat me.
Jamie Nielsen has relit the Miss Colleen running in third. Jimmy Shane looking sharp in Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B. White flag displayed. 2 in the books and 1 more to go for Shane. Now making a tail and a half in front. And now Corey Peabody. Will he go to the outside wake of Shane? I believe he is. Nielsen remains in third. Final time around for your top 2. Home Street, blue and white in front. That's Jimmy Shane.
Jimmy Shane comes off the lower corner, got about 3/4 of a lap to go, and he will pick up another checkered flag, his second one on the day. If I can quote my good friend Jeff Ayler, I think shouting's over in this one. I think Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare will let Jimmy Shane in the Home Street go. Miss Colleen picks up the white flag. They've got 1 more to go. Top end of the race course, suddenly it's a 2 rooster tail lead. Jimmy Shane, watch this. He's going to stay wide. He's going to find lots of clean water. Goes out to about lane number 11. He was way out there on this one. Give it up for Jimmy Shane.
Checkered flag is waving. Here's your winner of Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B, Jimmy Shane in Miss Home Street. Second place will go to Corey Peabody in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. And Brad, I believe we got another lap and a half to go for Jamie Nielsen in the third spot in the U11. Miss Colleen, you got a little bit more clarification on the penalty coming up on the U11, Miss Colleen, but these are important points for the 11. They want to score and get those 225 points and see how the draw looks tomorrow in Unlimited's 3A and 3B. Brad, did you get a clarification?
I did. That was a tough heat for Jamie Nailson, who's going to come down here, and he's going to pick up the white flag because of that difficult heat. He did jump the start. That adds a lap to what he has to do. Then, I'm not sure exactly where it was. I'm looking at it. I'm not sure exactly.
Here we go, Guntersville. Time to bring out the big trophy. We say all the time, well, we're not bringing out the big trophy until late Sunday afternoon. Guess what? It's late Sunday afternoon. The mayor's over there. She's ready to hand it out to somebody. $80 is right there, ready to go. 5:50 until the start. 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
And they are pulling away from the docks. You've got the 21, the 1, and the 11. You've got all 4 boats. They're headed your way, Brad.
All right, thank you, Paul Doogie. Here we go. We've seen some cutting across the race course. We've seen some activity during the milling period. I fully suspect you're going to see a lot more of it now. Because this time, there's more boats. The big trophy's on the line. Time to go racing. And I got definitely 4 rooster tails. But I'm not going to try and pick them out of that late afternoon sun on what is a gorgeous setting here on Lake Guntersville in Guntersville, Alabama. That's Jimmy Shane. I can see the powder blue. So we've lost the local favorite here, but maybe when the boats come by, if it's your favorite one, maybe put your hands in the air and clap for them. Let's see who Guntersville wants to win the inaugural race for the Southern Cup. See that? I thought that was Jay Shane, and it's not Jay Shane. That is Brian Perkins, driving the 21. Perkins, the young man out of North Bend, Washington. Here comes Jimmy.
He may be pulling right up alongside you. You can cat and mouse him right here if you want. He's going fast behind you.
Here comes Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, our top qualifier at 158 miles an hour. He's had a perfect weekend. Top qualifier, 3 heat wins. Tom Thompson out of Cambridge, Maryland. Driving for Scotch.
How fast is he going, Nick? He's 1 tail behind you. He's up a little, 1 tail behind you. He might try and shake you and speed up though.
Just
give me boat length.
Jimmy Shane. Now Jimmy Shane's coming up with some authority. Is that Tate on the outside of him? Watch for a little game of cat and mouse. That is Andrew Tate right outside Jimmy Shane. Keep an eye on those two. You got Perkins at the top end of the race course. You've got Thompson at the bottom end of the race course. And just see if maybe Andrew doesn't want to come across here and therefore take an inside position on Shane. Nope, they're both going to go all the way up. 325, still around.
Why don't you just keep going slow and come down here and go through the infield like we normally do. It's going to put you pretty close to where you want to be. These guys will have to go around again.
Look at Jay Shane. Put that thing right in lane 1. Jimmy Shane. And now he's going to come down here. His radio guy down here is saying right in your right side rear mirror, that is Andrew Tate.
Had a boat come across the race course there. That was Tom Thompson. So it's Shane, Tate, and Thompson all going down to the lower corner. Up the backstretch, all by himself, Brian Perkins. 2 minutes and 45 seconds, 2:45 to the start. It's the 2018 Lake Guntersville Hydrofest. It is the race for the Southern Cup, and it is the final heat. All right, so here comes Perkins. He's going to come across the race course here at 2:30. He'll come across. He'll head down to the lower end of the race course. Still going to have to scruff off a little time.
Andrew's going to try and cut underneath as you go down into the corner. You might want to go deep and cut.
All the way up there. How about Jay Shane? He's going to do it too.
Andrew's way back. He's trying to slow and cut.
Now Jimmy's in the corner. One more buoy to go.
Let's just keep an eye on him. Would he cut now?
I'm going to let him go. 158. Let's go. Pick it up. We got to block Andrew here. He's going to try and cut.
Have Shane there. He might cut now, but if he does, he'll come in behind Jimmy. That's what he's going to do. Watch Tate. He's coming across the race course right now, and Shane's going to be in front of him. So Tate is going to pull in behind, and now here comes Perkins. He's going to come across the course. 1:35 until our start. They're in good position on the race course, and right now, well, let's see who's who and who's where. Looks like Tom Thompson is sitting in lane number 1. Then it looks like Shane is in 2, Tate is in 3, and on the outside going down the front straightaway is Brian Perkins. 1:15 until the start. 1:15, remember, we go 5 times around this time. All right, we come off the corner. Tom Thompson still sitting in lane number 1, coming up on the 1 minute mark. 1 minute. Tough to see from here, but I think we've got it right. I think it is Tom Thompson in 1. It is Jimmy Shane in 2. It is Andrew Tate.
Be tight. I think Andrew's looking for a lane. Be tight. Stay real tight.
That boat that's out front now is the 21 with Brian Perkins, and the last boat going up there is Andrew Tate. 35 seconds till the start. It's going to be interesting to see where Tate winds up in his start sequence. He was in lane 3, but I'm not sure if Perkins moved over on him. We'll call him as they come out of the sun. Still 20 seconds until the start. There's Thompson in 1. There is Shane. Is that Shane in 2? It's Shane in 2. It's Tate in 3. It's Perkins in 4. We are 10 seconds until the start. Gotta have the timing marks. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Mark. And it's going to be Brian Perkins who's going to bring him across. Perkins is going to bring him across. It was Tom Thompson on the inside, but he trailed the field to the corner. Inside position belongs to Tate.
Fight him. Let's go. Get out of there. You got this. Watch your light.
There he is, Jimmy Shane. And you can see off to the right side of him there, you got Andrew Tate with him. You can't see him, but he is there. There are 2 boats out front.
Give him a little check here. Let's go. 2 boat lengths. Fight him.
5 times around this 2.5-mile race course. Jimmy Shane, great boat ride. You haven't seen Andrew Tate.
21, jump the gun. 21, jump the gun.
He is right there with Jimmy. There he is.
Dead even. Let's go. Fight him. Watch light.
Here we go. This is
The light, keep it on the water.
time to decide a winner. They'll come down and put the first of 5. Tate, Shane, get even.
Stay on him. Stay with him. You got him.
Leave him 1 lane in there.
They are dead even to the lower corner. Perkins is now trailing Tom Thompson. Now down to the lower end of the race course on the second of 5 times around. And there is Andrew. Andrew's now got a boat length as they come off the exit pin. He is driven around Jimmy Shane. Now Shane's got to try and run him down on the inside, but there's a lot of speed in that Delta Real Track U9. Jeff Campbell's got a rocket ship going right there. This upper corner is going to be really interesting. Now remember, Tate does not have enough lead on him to move to the inside lane and chop off Jimmy. He's got to give him a lane. Make sure there's space. Plenty of
Tighten it up a little bit. 1 lane.
We're going to come down and put lap number 2 in the books. It is Andrew Tate coming from the outside. Got a lot of air underneath that race boat. He is really moving. And Shane is right there on the end.
Down before you turn the wheel. Settle it down before you turn the wheel.
Down. He's got to make sure he sets that sponson underwater before they get to the turn. Tate down there first. Shane with him. But it's about a 3-boat length lead right now for Andrew Tate. Thompson is now in third place. Brian Perkins is running in 4. We are 2.5 laps in. 2.5 laps to go up the backstretch. Andrew Tate. I wouldn't have thought he would have been able to drive around Jimmy Shane, but so far he's been able to do it. Shane will still be able to run on the inside, and Tate's got to give him a lane. He gave plenty of lane space last time. They'll come off the corner this time and come down and put 3 in the books, and Shane really took a hop. Shane took a big hop there. You saw the boat come out of the water. The skid fin just about came unhooked. Andrew Tate, he's building on it a little bit, but here comes Tate. 3 up, 3 down, 2 to go. These guys are going to go at it all summer long. This is what their summer weekends look like. Lap number 4. Look at Shane, hang right with him. Home Street Bank on the inside.
You're gaining on him. Let's go, buddy. Run him down.
Now look at Shane's getting some air into the boat. Got to be careful. He puts too much air in there and have to pull his foot, and then he'll find out Tater is gone. They are running into a pretty stiff breeze up there right now, but Tate has
Coming hard. Keep after it. Keep after it. The 1 lane. Coming hard.
We're going to come down here and complete lap number
Let's go. Get
4.
through here. You're going to get him right now. Let's go.
Closes up a little bit there on the inside. Got to leave him room, Andrew. Certainly does. Certainly does. Andrew said if he hooked up with him, he'd be sure and leave him enough room. He did. White flag flies. 1 to go in the Southern Cup. It is Andrew Tate. He's led it from the completion of lap number 1. All right, this is going to be a heck of a corner and a run down the backstretch. I know we got boats on the course in other places, but watch this. If Shane is going to pull this off, he's got to do it now. And he pulled up to within 2 boat lengths. This is as good as it gets in H1 Unlimited Racing. You got Tate on the outside, Shane on the inside. Now it's pure acceleration off the corner. Tate seems to have it. Tate opens up about 3 or 4 boat lengths on him. This upper corner is going to determine the final winner of the Southern Cup here on Lake Guntersville. It is Andrew Tate out by about 4 or 5 boat lengths. Shane's got to have a good corner up here. Inside lane's got to pay some dividends, right? Look at Shane pull up with him. They're going to come off about a boat length or 2 between the 2. Here is the race for the 2018 Southern Cup.
Come on. Fly it. You got him. Fight, baby. Fight.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It is going to be Andrew Tate.
Okay, good job. Good job.
Checker flag. Checker flag. Checker flag. Great. Dude.
On a boat length. Good job.
Jimmy Shane. Wow. I have been watching Unlimited Racing for over 60 years. That is right there with the very best of them. Oh my goodness. That was something special. Jeff Campbell, congratulations. What a run. Tom Thompson comes by. He will take 3rd place.
Jimmy, we didn't win that, and I think that's the best I've ever seen you drive, so good job.
Thanks, buddy. I think we're a little down on power too, but great job. Turn 1, anything? No calls. How about it, Tim? Turn 2? Great. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, everybody. Wow, what a race.